Alright, so I've made it back to this point and I've saved. So, let's see if we can get this transporter working. So, I think he said we needed wires. So, do these wires work?
It wasn't easy, but the wiring's fixed, Captain.
Excellent.
It's never easy, is it, Mr. Scott?
Never.
Aye, Captain.
Well, at least we're not getting disintegrated yet. So we also need power, but these things wouldn't charge anymore.
The capacitor can be connected to the transporter, but has little effect uncharged.
I wonder if we can charge it with this crystal. Oh, there is a power source in this thing, isn't there? That's what we were... Let's just try.
No, I don't think that's necessary.
Exactly where do you plan to put this, Captain?
Well...
No, I don't think that...
Oops. Alright, so, he had some problems getting it open.
The access panel is stuck, Captain.
Okay. So we need to pull it loose. Now, could we use this?
We can't have it do anything until we get it running.
Alright. How do we get it running? I mean... Give it some booze?
No, I don't think that's necessary.
I mean, the capacitors are dry, aren't they? So, oh. See, it seemed pointless, but...
There's only a wee bit of juice in this capacitor,
Oh.
but I think it'll be enough to power up the robot. It's a tight squeeze, Captain. I don't think we'll be able to get it back out once it's in. Should I go ahead and do it?
Go for
We
it.
could use the help, Mr. Scott. Energize the robot. Not yet, Mr. Scott. We could use the help, Mr.
Yeah. Robot friend! Barney! Oh, it's so cute. Can we talk to it? I hope we can talk to it.
You get no response.
Alright, take a look at it, Scotty.
Barney, open the pod bay door.
You do... I'm afraid I can't do that, Mr. Scott. That's amazing. Oh, those would be so cool. It's like the exocomps in Next Generation, but not rubbish. Okay, cool. So now can we put the... Well, just mess around with it. Pull something out.
I knew it. They forgot to take out the fuel cell. That fusion reactor always scares people enough that they forget the backup cell. It's dry now. You'd need to wet this beauty down and get a catalyst in her.
Wet it down. Now, silver is a catalyst, isn't it? Potentially, I think, for some things. Yeah.
It's a good thing to build in so much flexibility. The silver isn't a bad catalyst and will act as a contact too.
Is it me or did James Doohan sound like he was in the middle of eating something while he read that line? Okay,
No, I don't think that's necessary.
he said get it wet. Do we actually need to, like, use this? Like, to make... Unbelievable.
I hate to see a sweet liquid used for something other than tasting, but at least it'll work a fair bit in here.
Okay. So, is that all we need to be able to charge the capacitor?
All hooked up and charging, Captain.
Excellent! Wow. The power of booze compels you. So is it going to charge? Or is it done already? Oh, there it goes. Okay. I don't know why it makes you wait so long.
All ready to
Alright.
go, Captain.
Excellent. So, is this all we need to get this transporter to work? We might need to...
Maybe we should wait until...
Oh, yeah, right. That's the wrong item. Getting ahead of myself here.
It's in there, Captain.
Excellent. I mean, it's on there, really. Okay. So now, can we just beam this thing in?
Maybe we should wait until...
Oh. Alright, well... What can you do with it, then?
Captain, I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that opening when this thing fires up. We'll still need to block the effects of the transporter.
Okay. That's what we need the shielding panel for. Okay.
This should work. I hope.
That's not what you want to hear, but...
Well, Captain, she's functional. Now we have to decide what to do with her.
Just beam the terrorists into space.
I don't understand what you want me...
I'll tell you. One sec.
It's inside. We should wait until it's time to transport before we activate the valve.
Good idea, Ensign.
Indeed. Okay, so I'm going to save again. Because this is where things can go badly.
Save new game.
Alright.
We're about as ready as we can get, Captain. I'll have the robot open the gas valve and I'll transport on your signal. Shall we give it a go?
Absolutely. This is going to be great.
Energize, Mr. Scott.
I hope.
Let's hold off. Energize, Mr. Scott.
Oh, shit. Oh, he opened it up in the... Right. Okay, so... is it alright to go in now? Scotty?
It'll take me at least another hour, Captain.
Scotty?
Sorry, Captain. I thought you said something to me.
It's just his default response.
I know, Captain. Look around, get to work. We have no time to talk. I didn't have anything in particular to say anyway.
But you said it quite succinctly, Ensign.
Yeah, sure. Alright, let's just go through.
Security lockdown is in effect.
BBSOP 21, 23. Yes!
The gas worked!
Kapla!
Mr. Chekhov, have Dr. McCoy beam down to make sure the curator and guards are all right. Mr. Scott, lower the museum shields and have a security team beamed aboard. Captain's
Excellent.
log supplemental. With the terrorist unconscious, it was an easy matter to turn off the security override. The terrorist turned out to be from another family from Lakia, the Onakan, a family with a long history of feuding with the Saransi, who also claimed the probe. The probe was the very same probe that discovered Lakian and had enormous symbolic importance to the families on the planet. Curator Brezhnev was treated by Dr. McCoy and is in good health. Commendations are in order for Scott and Chekhov for meritorious service. Lieutenant Uhura, send a message to Admiral Richards. Tell him he owes me more than he thinks he does.
Aye, sir. I have a feeling he's not going to be surprised.
I'm afraid I'm going to remember this mission with a great deal of sadness, Captain.
Because you destroyed so many pieces of technology and wasted all the booze?
Why is that, Mr. Scott?
It was such a fine cognac, Captain. It was just waiting for us, and now it's gone forever. Such a waste. You always remember the one that got away.
We destroyed priceless historical artifacts, and you're worried about the booze?
Sure, Scotty.
Captain, message incoming from Starfleet.
I see they got our report.
I reviewed your report from your recent assignment, Captain, and have a few comments.
Let me guess. Middle of the road?
While you achieved the desired results from your assignment, Jim, I can only give you a satisfactory rating. I would expect as much from a cadet. I am concerned about your performance, and I'm going to have to forward my concerns to command. Kane out.
Well, fuck off. What did I do wrong? I did... What was I supposed to do? If anyone knows, let me know why I failed that, because that's bollocks. Well, I don't care. We got to see Scotty on form. We got to make a mass driver. So, it was all good in the end.
Captain's log, stardate 6169.3. While delivering supplies to outposts near Klingon and Romulan space, we received a distress signal from the Romulan neutral zone.
Romulans.
On screen,
Interesting.
Captain.
This is Sub-Commander Guyon of the Warbird Infinitus. We are under attack. Assist us, please.
Really?
Transmission jammed at the source, sir. The transmission originated on the Romulan side of the neutral zone.
Oh, this sounds like a very typical Romulan ploy to lure us into the neutral zone and claim that we are the aggressors.
Captain, this could be a setup. The Romulans might be trying to lure us into a treaty violation.
I just said that.
We can't interfere in Romulan business. Take us to our next mission. Set course, warp factor 8. I'm not going to ignore a distress call, even if it is a Romulan. We can't interfere in Romulan business. Take us to our next mission.
See, now that does seem like the right course of action.
Set course, warp factor 8. I'm not going to ignore a distress call, even if it is a Romulan.
That sounds more like Kirk. Also, it seems like the thing the game expects you to do.
Captain's log supplemental. In answer to a distress signal, we are crossing the Romulan neutral zone in violation of treaty. We are approaching the source of the distress signal.
One day, one night, Kobayashi Maru.
We are now entering the Romulan neutral zone.
Okay.
Captain, a Romulan warbird is approaching toward us on an intercept course.
Hail it, Uber.
I have an audio response only.
So, now it is the Federation that tries to stop me from winning my prize.
We shall destroy you. It sounds like a Ferengi.
Romulan ship is approaching on an attack vector.
Good. Okay, let's see. Shields. Haven't done this in a while.
Arming weapons.
There we go. Alright.
Lowering shields, Captain.
No, not that.
Raising shields.
Hang on. I want to talk to Spock.
Nothing to report, Captain.
Okay. Hail them again.
They are jamming all frequencies, sir.
Alright, never mind. I guess we've got to shoot him. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's cloaked. Fire blind. We might hit it. Now, if this thing gets a hit on us at close range, we're completely dead. Although the game is in easy combat mode, so it's not actually going to be that hard. Wait, there it is. I don't know how accurately it portrays the capabilities of a Romulan ship. Because in the series, at this point, they're quite slow, but they have an extremely powerful plasma torpedo, which itself is quite slow. And the only way to survive an impact from it is to run away from it at a high warp velocity until you can... let's increase our speed. It's probably a good idea. This isn't exactly Wing Commander or Klingon Academy. Yeah. Excellent. They willing to talk now?
4 Romulan warbirds are on an intercept course.
4?
We're being hailed. The commander wishes visual contact.
On screening.
This is Commander Starius of the Invictus.
Right. Wait a minute. This was the other... Wait, the commander was of the Invictus was someone else just now.
Commander, we were responding.
Explanations are unnecessary, Captain. We thank you for your humanitarian response to the Infinitus distress signal, and we recognize that you destroyed the rogue warbird in self-defense. We will overlook violations of treaty this time.
Huh. Unusually reasonable.
How kind of you.
Captain, we have discovered a mutual threat. A race of beings that seems determined to manipulate a wide variety of life forms that call themselves the Brassica. If you have encountered them, it may be in both of our interests to exchange information.
Those were the advanced aliens that were testing us in a couple of encounters.
Spock, transmit all we know about the Brassica to the Romulans. I've heard the name, but we know next to nothing about them. I don't think we can help you. Brassica? Spock, transmit all we... I've heard the name, but we know next to nothing about them.
I don't want to give them all their information.
I don't think we can help you.
Perhaps if you come across this information, we can share it. Please leave Romulan space as quickly as possible. The longer you stay, the more difficult it becomes to ignore this incident.
Understood, helmsman. Set course for Federation space.
Yeah, I wonder if that was the right call, but I don't think Kirk would trust the
This day is
Romulans.
not going well.
Captain, we have an emergency message from Starfleet. Code 1.
Code 1.
That's a planetary catastrophe.
On screen.
Captain, a very large alien ship is about to land on the planet Atticus in the Klingon neutral zone. The aliens stated that they intend to land in the midst of the capital city. Then the ship cut communications with us. Since then, all attempts to contact the alien craft have failed. You are the closest starship to Atticus. We want you to evaluate the situation and safeguard the colonists. We need you to make contact with the aliens.
Wait a minute. A planet in the Klingon neutral zone? We don't have any jurisdiction there. They just don't give a shit.
Atticus is located in the Klingon neutral zone. The Federation won the colonization rights for that planet as per the Organian Peace Treaty.
Oh.
Both Federation and Klingon ships are allowed there.
So it's different to the Romulan neutral zone. It's not both sides are excluded, it's both sides are included. But I guess neither one of them has control. Interesting.
Our orders are to proceed to the Atibus system.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's
Atibus, a small colony planet in the Klingon neutral zone near the Klingon border. Both Klingon and Federation ships are allowed in this entry as the Organian Treaty is in effect.
Right. So, in case you're not aware, the Organians are another super powerful energy being in the original series who basically forced the Klingons and the Federation into a peace treaty by simply not allowing them to make war on their planet. Yeah, and the implication, although not stated, is that they lost interest in this later on, and that's why Klingon Federation went back to war. And we never saw them again. But yeah, it was actually covered in an episode, a mission of Starfleet Command, where you have to go to the Organian system and find out why they disappeared, and of course get into a fight with some Klingons. But anyway, let's head to the Atibus system, shall we?
We're off course, Captain. Instruments indicate that we have crossed the Romulan neutral zone.
I think I clicked the wrong thing.
Double, Captain. Romulans materialized.
Damage control standing by.
Message from the Romulan commander, Captain.
No.
On screen.
Enterprise, you are in violation of Romulan space. My orders are specific. Unauthorized Federation vessels are to be destroyed.
Yeah, it was a mistake. I clicked the wrong button. Hang on, can we just leave?
Unable to comply, Captain. We're under attack.
Damn it! Oh god, I didn't save! Why am I such a knob? For God's sake. Why will I never learn?